Hey guys, I hope you guys are well. I'm just going to do a quick book review on The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the second book from the Inheritance games. So you have to read this book before you read The Hawthorne Legacy. I have to do a quick book review because someone really reserved this book and I have to give it in tomorrow. So I have to do my book review today. Just also another thing is I just realised how you can barely see the title. It's kind of the gold is really blended into the white walls. I prefer the purple front cover for the Hawthorne Legacy. It was so good. I do not like this cover at all. It's so off-putting, but as the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. So I read the book in like 3 days. It was very addictive, honestly. I couldn't so it's just the acknowledgement, so I couldn't stop reading, and I had to really discipline myself to give myself a break to read this, because sometimes it's hard for me to understand the whole plot if I just read it all in one go. So I need to break it down. Just the pros in this book is the plot twist is so good, so good. I would definitely give this book 4 stars, only because it's not as it lost some of the mystery atmosphere slash vibes that the first book had, which is the Inheritance games. God, this book is so good. You have to but in the second book they did do really well, but some of the mystery element has kind of been lost, and a lot of it is the genre is more drama. There's a lot more secrets. There's a lot more. It's more a lot of trying to solve the feuds or the mistakes that happened in the past. So that's what this book is about. I didn't. Also, another thing is with the cons. Again, like I said with the first book, unfortunately, in my opinion, this book didn't have a lot of character growth slash development. Like, we barely I was looking forward to hearing about Nash and Libby. There was barely anything going on in the book. I think the author Jennifer Lynn Barnes will probably do a separate story on this in another book, or probably has done so. But I really looked forward to Nash and Libby and knowing more about Nash. He's my favourite Hawthorne brother in the book, and there was barely anything in there. But I do apologise about my voice. I don't know why it's so croaky. And another thing is, I didn't find the ending as satisfying. There was so much secrets and mystery, drama, and the ending was I don't wanna for those who have read it would know it was more this romance element. I think the author wanted to touch a lot with a bit of romance in there, but it wasn't really. It was just so out of place. I don't mind romance and I do love it, but it needs to be done right. And another thing is, I find, so the ending, I was not satisfied with all the tea and all the plot and the drama and just all the plot twist. Why in the ending was there a touch of romance? It was just it was so misplaced. It was so out of touch. I didn't know. I didn't find the ending satisfying, which is why I'm giving this book 4 stars and not 5. But I still recommend reading this book. Another thing is, I didn't like this character even in the first book, and that is Maxine. Gosh, it's just she's so cliched and annoying. I know the author's trying to make her sound so relatable. There's always this side chick, this side girl, who's hyping up the main girl, and as much as I love someone doing that, I kind of want them to be their own individual person. I kind of want them to be flawed, where they have their own problems but still be strong. But this girl was just so annoying, and the fact that the way when she swears but doesn't actually swear, it's like, girl, don't swear in the first place. It's so irritating. I do not like her character at all. She needs to leave the person, in my opinion, the story, the book, because I didn't enjoy her character. I didn't enjoy learning, reading about her all at all. I don't like the fact when she's introduced in the book. I don't like reading about her every time she's introduced in the book, because she's so annoying and infuriating, and just so boring. I didn't find that character interesting. If the author was trying to make Maxine Liu relatable, girl, she ain't relatable. She was like a very much a Genesee stereotypical girl, and it was just like, she was so cliched. I just couldn't. She was just so annoying. Like, so I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say, but it's so like when there's so much secrets and drama and mystery, I kind of want someone to kind of align with that. But she was so out of touch with this book genre, Maxine. It's like, why is she even there? I feel like Jennifer Lynn Barnes really wanted to bring a like a relatable cliche Genesee character in, to kind of create the sense of humor or comedy within the story in the book. But it was just, I don't know, I didn't feel like she was needed in the book. Like, I really didn't feel like Maxine was needed. She was like, I don't know, she was trying to be a really good friend, but I just, personally, realistically, I wouldn't really see her as a friend. I'd probably just see her as a classmate. In fact, the other characters were so much better than Maxine, which was Rebecca and Thea. They were so much better. They were flawed. They had their flaws, but they still were at least better friends than Maxine was, in my opinion. Even though they have their flaws and they have their secrets, and they have their insecurities or their the difficulties, I would still trust them over Maxine. I just can't find her relatable at all, and I really do not. She needs to exit the book. She is one of those characters that needs to leave. Like, what is she doing there? I do not like her character. Someone please send her out of the book. The other one is, I really, like, I think I said this before, is I was looking forward to Nash and Libby's growth. As I said before, he's my favourite. Nash is my favourite Hawthorne. I didn't like Libby at all in the first book, but I preferred now. She really grown as a character. Libby grown as a character in the second book. She really took on responsibilities, because she was so naive in the first book, but Libby's character was more well liked in the second book. I liked her a lot. I'm hoping, if Maxine's not going to lead the book, is she can also develop and grow as a character, because she's so annoying in this book. So annoying. But I do even hate the fact that she was in this story a lot. Not a lot, but she was a lot in my book. But anyway, I really wished I was expecting more about Nash's story and more about the Hawthorne story. This was about the Hawthorne story, but this was really barely about the brothers. Even though it says the Hawthorne legacy, this wasn't about the brothers. This was about someone else within the Hawthorne family. So the fact that there was 4 Hawthorne brothers that the author has introduced, but they barely talked about it, it was like, you would have expected them to be about the brothers. So that was another other thing that was my opinion was a con, because I expected it to be about the Hawthorne brothers. It was only one touch on it, which was about finding out their fathers for 2 of them. I'm not gonna say who, if for those who haven't read this book, but this was barely about the brothers itself. This was about another person in the Hawthorne family, and also other people that reside in the Hawthorne as well. So for the fact that they introduced 4 characters, that could have had more development and more growth, but there was barely about this book. So that was another disappointing thing about this book. But honestly though, the plot twist is amazing. The storyline was really good. The flow, it was really good. Honestly, it was a really good book. I could tell this is like a teen fiction book because of the way it's written. With the other book, Credence, it was much more well written, but I guess it was more for adults or 18 plus readers, but the writing was a lot better with here. I wasn't like the writing wasn't as good, but I guess it's because it is targeted for teenagers. It's a teen fiction book. But the other books I read, like Credence, the writing was so much better. Some people say it's not well written. Personally, I think it is well written. But yeah, so honestly, I still definitely recommend it. But please read The Inheritance Game. I'm going to read my third book soon, which is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So that's the third one after the Hawthorne Legacy, and I can't wait to read it. I'm really hoping it's better than this book. This book was good, but I had high expectations for this book, and it didn't meet with my high expectations. But the plot twist was amazing. I had expectations for the plot twist, and it surpassed that. But it didn't surpass anything but the character development or growth. I think it was hard. I think Jennifer Lynn Barnes was focusing more on getting the plot twist, the storyline out. That it's kind of hard to get the character development / growth in. But let's hope that she does that in the third book, because it hasn't been done in the first two books. I feel like when you introduce so many different characters and they're so repetitive in the book, like the Hawthorne brothers, Oren, the security, Alyssa, the lawyer, Avery, you would expect them to have some development and character growth. Libby was the only one who did, but could have done more. There could have been more growth, because there wasn't that many main characters. There was more time to grow. This could have been really good, but with really developed character growth. But it was not in depth at all. So yeah, for those, just to let you know. But honestly, I still recommend this book. Really good book though. I'm glad I read it. Oh, now you can see the title properly. I hate this cover. I preferred the purple one. Such a good cover, but they didn't have it in the library, so this is what they gave me. Definitely read this book if you haven't. It's such an amazing book. But it's kind of lost this mystery element more into drama, when I preferred the mystery element. And yeah, so that is it. I hope the third book, which is The Final Gambit, will come out even better, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.